Hello, everyone. Welcome to another scene for Darkness in Dublin, the Werewolf the Apocalypse venue. In this scene, we have a social. It's just going to be a social scene, probably, that will be set on Sept, just for ease of purpose. So, yeah, everybody can converge wherever they would like, either in the Tellurian or the Umbra. It does not matter. There is plenty of space around away from people. So just wherever everybody wants to meet up, just go ahead and do your thing.
Do we have a new fridge?
Yes, we have a new fridge, although there was much cursing when the old one was discovered.
By
But we have
discovered, you mean you have been lupused. When it was lupus.
lupused. Yes, it was lupused. So now we have a reinforced commercial fridge with steel doors.
Is it raccoon accessible?
It is raccoon accessible.
I was totally imagining Raccoon just beating on the door crying.
No, raccoon is able to get in the fridge. It's fine.
Well, I think there's a small little raccoon-shaped door that you can just enter and leave.
Yeah, there kind of is. That's exactly what I was imagining too. Like, there's a little raccoon has its little door, it can go in and out of the fridge. But yes, there is a new fridge. So
I guess the three dumbasses will show up first. Fry's dragging Colleen, and Colleen dragging Callum on a harness and leash.
Wait.
Fry
Callum's
succeeded.
on a leash?
Yes.
Oh, baby.
And Fries is in lupus with the leash after getting yelled at and told to go outside. And so he's dragging Colleen. Like, play, pulling at the leash.
As soon as they're on the ground, she's taking Fry's leash off, though.
Why do I have to wear this ridiculous thing, Colleen?
Because I don't trust you not to hump my sister when she shows up.
Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, you the peeping Tom?
Yeah, say that to her face.
I'm trying to be good. I just know I can say it to you.
So, if I understand this correctly, Callum was brought on to Sept with a harness on and a leash.
Yes.
He has
Who's
problems.
holding the leash?
Colleen.
Colleen.
Mistress Colleen.
And Colleen also had a leash on Fries. But
She's
Fries was dragging
She has currently leashed the two men in her life that she can get.
Okay.
I am no longer protecting him from any of the higher ranks.
So, upon seeing this, I don't know if anyone here is familiar with the third Die Hard movie with Samuel L. Jackson in it when Bruce Willis is walking around with a sign. Just this look comes over her face upon seeing a Garu harnessed up with a leash, and another Garu leading them by the leash. And in the midst of slicing an apple, she sets it down and just kind of pinches the bridge of her nose, takes just a deep breath in. New move. Sets down.
What in the name of sweet motherful Gaia are you fucking doing?
Trying to keep him alive. He talked more shit. This is the only way I can keep him in my view and not picking a fight.
I don't pick
By the way,
fights.
I am going to assume that the dead mother has no idea that Colleen is putting a harness and leash on one of her cubs.
Yeah, she knows. She would have got a text. She also would have been informed of everything Callum has done this week.
Yeah,
Like,
she still wouldn't approve of leashing him. He's not a dog.
like
I
Fry's
mean,
getting a trash
it
can
was-
at Zara's and like getting trash onto the floor and then chewing on it.
Was it so bad that I went on the dark web? Really?
So, standing there next to Joshua and just crossing her arms. So, I'm not really sure, Joshua, who I'm more mad at right now. The cub, I mean, that's just not sensical for any Garu to be wearing anything that resembles canine dog accessories. But the Cleith, she knows better.
Mm-hmm.
She actually, in fact, just dropped the leash at this point. She goes, I just wanted to get him back to Sep grounds before Max decided to rip him apart.
All right,
You-
both of you shut. But sorry, no, he won't say both of you because that would intimate that that Vinny should be quiet. No, shut the fuck up. Okay, we're gonna shut the fuck up. What the fuck did he do? Why is this a thing? Because I don't know about you. He says as his head kind of snaps to one side to Petra, and he says, "But I feel marginally offended by the whole concept of this individual, regardless of his fuck up being treated like an animal." Just saying.
And
She's gonna-
Callum kind of raises his hands. I would just like to point out my problem isn't being kept watch on; it's the mouth.
Shut.
You have a lot to learn about ragabashing, but right now, you need to keep the mouth shut.
So, right, let's get this straight. What the fuck did they do?
Fry's was mainly just to keep him from running around in Lupus inside the city. And it was just to get him back. Callum, on the other hand, between trying to steal things of my mother's, talk shit at my mother, had to endure a nice long lecture supervising him getting this lecture on the litany, him talking about the litany and what rules he can bend in it. It's been a very long week.
The only one I really asked was I kept getting yelled at by Max that, no metis, no mating with Garu. So I just simply asked, can I look but not touch?
Lindsay, I have a flaw in my sheet. I should roll some more power right now.
Yeah, yes,
She-
you should.
She is giving the biggest puppy eyes at the moment to Petra, and she goes, "Please help me. I don't know."
Roll. It's just diff 6 since it's not like he's not talking about actively producing a metis, but yeah.
Oh wow, he's as cool as a fucking cucumber.
Fuck
Okay.
yeah. Josh is like, nah, whatever. It's fine.
Alright. So wait, hang on. Are you actually making the accusation in that case that this individual has been stealing from this Seps beta?
No, I have not stolen.
Did I fucking speak to you?
Went into her room 3 times after you were told not to.
Whoa. Was that during your social scene last night out of character?
He's been going all over their house every time he goes over.
Oh my god.
Joshua,
He's very curious.
God
you're
knows
close
you did in
to-
my sister's room, and she's a Fiona. You want my sister to catch you snooping?
So speaking of Fiona, there is one Fiona that is going to walk up with a rather shy Fiona-looking woman with her. People will know one of them as Saoirse O'Brien Donovan, the Alpha's daughter-in-law and the tail singer of the Sept. And the other woman looks like she should be Fiona, but she's not. And Saoirse has acute hearing, so she heard a lot of what just happened. So she comes up to the group, dragging the other woman behind her.
The other woman has sort of like a sweatshirt, hoodie sort of thing, and the hood's like up over her head. And she's just watching and like looking at you guys. She doesn't really say much. You guys have never seen her before. So, yeah, she's just kind of slightly behind Saoirse, but not like in a scared way, just not necessarily.
Nervous.
Yeah.
Nervous because she's in a new place.
Nervous, and she's got like a weight about her that, I mean, you can tell that this woman's been through some crap, or she's going through some crap. It's just a weight to her gaze or to her gait or whatever. It's just something you can just tell.
So Saoirse walks up to the group and she'll say, hello, everyone.
I missed you so much, Saoirse. Colleen looks ready to cry.
What's going on?
All she does is point at Callum and go, someone please, anyone, take him off my hands for the day.
I'm still kind of wondering, why in the name of Christ is he in your hands in the first place?
I mean, technically she's touching but not looking.
Yeah, just as I roll my fall again. 20 seconds.
How close is Callum standing to Petra at the moment? Like within arm's reach?
Probably. I would say yes. Just do it.
Yeah. She doesn't like. It's a purely in character thing, Joseph. I think you're wonderful out of character. She just kind of quickly like takes an elbow upside like the bottom of his jaw, just enough to kind of like not really like do damage. Not like she's trying to knock him out or trying to get like a whatchamacallit. Not trying to like knock a tooth out or anything, but it's more kind of just like a quick physical reprimand. A little bit more wolfish than human, at least in mentality, as far as trying to save the other Ragabash from himself.
Sim will kind of nod to the other glasswalker.
She'll smile at her, even though she looks exhausted like she hasn't slept in weeks.
Sim and Saoirse look very, very much alike.
Hang on, question. I'm related to Saoirse. Am I related to her?
To Sim? No. Well, yes, technically. Because as everybody is soon going to find out, Sim is Saoirse's half sister. So. So technically, you would be related to her because they're sisters. Saoirse will look at Joshua.
It looks like he's about to pop a blood vessel. It's a really interesting look for him.
Well, you look like you've had better days.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I can respect the fact that we need to teach the young, and I can respect the fact that they need to learn. However, this one seems to have what I would refer to as a constant and almost precognitive sense of fucking up.
As much as I love and respect our dead mother, perhaps she's being a little too soft on this one. Maybe he needs to learn the Fiona way. And she cracks a smile, like a very almost sinister smile.
Colleen's face has gone even deeper and more depressed looking, and she goes, "Oh no."
Callum kind of like turns to Colleen and kind of whispers, "What's the Fiona way?"
Raya. Petra kind of like looks up in Saoirse's general direction.
Aye.
Before we get into that, could I perhaps address something?
Sure.
So, as someone who is only but a neophyte in the ways of Half Moon, I would think that, wouldn't one born under such a moon have a bit more tact? I mean, certainly a cub can run one ragged, especially this one. She'll gesture over to Callum. However, she has been through her rite of passage, and he points to Colleen. You should know better. Lowering any one of our ranks down to the status of a dog is beneath even the lowest Omega Metis.
Saoirse furrows her brow because she didn't catch that part, and looks to Colleen.
She'll look to
What?
Sarah.
What is she talking about?
You remember the leash that Mom had when we were younger?
Aye.
I put it on Callum because I needed to get him back to Sept because of his misbehaving. It's
Okay.
a leash. It was inappropriate. I didn't know what else to do at the point.
It wasn't appropriate. You are of higher station than him. He is a cub. You make him listen. And if you can't, you get somebody who can. You never put a fucking leash on a Garu. Ever. I don't even care. We don't even do that to our Metis. That is not acceptable, Colleen. Ever. And don't make me tell my mom. If I ever catch you doing that again, I will.
It won't happen again.
Good.
Tell Auntie.
Joshua kind of once again he places his two index fingers to his temples and he just kind of gently massages them.
Saoirse takes a deep breath and rolls her shoulders back like, okay.
Petra finds the stump that she was sitting on, picks up her apple and her little paring knife and takes off a slice of it and just kind of offers it up to Joshua.
I'm all right, thanks. Though he will actually take out a pack of cigarettes and offer anyone a cigarette who smokes.
You know, those things are bad for you.
Yes, well, I generally find that, it helps with my edgy image. What can I say?
Oh, you got to be.
I think you're that
It's not
edgy.
the. It's
Right,
not the frills. Eyeliner.
Please, this is guyliner, and we both know it, but that's neither here nor there.
Hey, Jude Glam is the thing. That's
I know,
fine.
right?
But, he's got to play the darkest, broodiest music on his violin, though. It's funny.
I mean, who else does it at the fucking... Everyone else is all up for that hoi up your boy shillelagh crap when we all dance around the fucking... No, I gotta take us down at the end of the fucking evening or else, by God, there'll be a fucking orgy. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Well,
Hey, I don't mind singing along to it sometimes. It's fun.
Joshua, if you really want to get edgy, I
She's
can...
like, what in the world have I gotten myself into?
No idea.
Oh, how rude of me. So she kind of pulls him to the front from behind her to, at least beside her. And she will say,
She sort of stumbles and gives her this look like, ugh, fine.
This is Symphony Moreau. Symphony Moreau. She is a glasswalker. Cleath Arun. And she is my sister.
Sort of
She's-
just does the 2 fingers to the forehead, salute sort of to you guys, and she's like, hello, what's up?
And
Okay.
that right there,
Me?
and that right there, she points to Joshua, is another one of our family members. He is my cousin-in-law. I think that's right.
I think that's right.
I.
It's good to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. But I have to say, Saoirse, this is some true. Actually, yeah, no. So this is. No, we'll call Saoirse cousin. Cousin, this is some true Jerry Springer style shit right here. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know.
How big is
I can't.
everyone's family getting?
The family just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I don't even fucking know. They're just coming all out of the woodwork.
As long as we don't invite Uncle Terry back from New York, never invite him.
No, ever. He's banned.
No,
He's never
he's
allowed
banned.
to come back.
hmm
Mm-mm.
The men's bathroom was never the same. Somehow it managed to break its way through into the women's bathroom. We've never asked questions.
Colleen's just shaking her head at this point.
That was one wacky Beltane, children. That was one wacky Beltane.
Beltane's always wacky. Oh.
Valid. But it's a pleasure to have you. I hope that you find what you're looking for here.
Sim will nod her head. I'm really just looking for a new start and just a better place to live, I guess, for me and my family. By the way, you could just call me either Sam or Throwback.
Petra kind of like leans out with her nose and begins like sniffing the air around Sim. And I'm guessing that there's the underlying smell, but nothing backing it up.
Right.
So she'll. Huh. A long way from home, but right at home.
That's what I'm hoping, I guess. Sort of just chuckles a little. I am
Chose to walk in the path.
born around Claith of the Nation. I'm a glass walker.
It's not what you started out
Born
as, though, is
Fiona,
it?
though.
There you go.
I'm sorry, what?
That's not where you started. You're glass walker, but you were Fiona.
No. That's true. My blood is Fiona.
Quite prominently, Fiona. Both her mum and her dad.
This seems to be something that Sim's actually quite proud of. She sort of just gets a more stronger stance when she talks about having Fiona.
Well, in that case, cousin, it's a pleasure to welcome you.
She sort of gives a half smile. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Right. Well, now that we've sorted out what I will refer to as Cubgate 2019, right. What the fuck was your name again? What I will describe as you cure wannabe. He's pointing in Callum's vague direction.
Okay. My name is Callum.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When first we met, another one of us, another Clayeth, put you on the fucking floor with their teeth at your throat because you fucked up. Now, apparently, you fucked up again. Now, you haven't just fucked up again with one of us. No. You fucked up again with the Sep Beta going in and smooching around her private shit. I don't want to know what you were doing. That's all I choose to say. But
that's not all you choose to say because you have added a butt there. I'm just putting that out there. Josh.
Valid. Sorry, I was just reading the side chat. The Irishman.
It's great. I love it.
This is the only character I Irish up for. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's so good because his whole family is Irish as fuck. It's fine.
Yeah. No. Let's be clear. But now you're apparently openly sneaking in and fucking with the shit of someone who could just flick their wrist and not only break your neck but break every fucking bone in your body. So I'm curious, what is going through your head, child? Like, I'm not trying to here to be saying don't do this, don't. I'm literally trying to understand you, trying to put my hand on the pulse, as it were. The fuck are you doing?
I was just looking around. There was a lot of new stuff that I just had to look at.
But were you told? Did somebody tell you don't go in that room?
Not that I can recall.
Eyes go
Were
tell
you
me.
Face palming
were
so
you
hard.
given
And
were
and
you given a
just
rundown of the litany?
and just to point out, I do have eidetic memory, so I could recall the conversation.
So
Wait, hang
Callie,
on. Oh, sorry, you
Just-
go ahead, Vinny.
just give me a moment here, Joshua. I got this. Questioner of the ways and all. She kind of like cracks her knuckles and cracks her neck a little bit. So, were you given a rundown of the litany? I would assume. Yes. Well, don't be shy now.
Yes, by Max.
Okay.
And for the record, he would have been given a rundown by the dead mother as well. Like as
Okay.
part of his first lessons.
So, safe to say you've been given, you understand the litany at least in theory, if not in practice completely yet. You're still new.
Yes.
Do you remember what number 3 on the list was?
I can vaguely recall it, but not off the top of my head right now.
I'll give
Okay.
you a clue. It's not what you had to write 100 times.
Oh, okay.
Tenet 3 of the litany comes right underneath combat the worm wherever it dwells and breeds. Right underneath Garu shall not mate with other Garu. Top 3. Kind of important. But it's really important for a society that runs around the ideas and ideals of a pack mentality, especially where there are alphas, betas, and omegas, and there is a strict hierarchy, my young friend. I would hate to quote National Geographic on this one, but you don't fuck with a wolf's territory. And equally so, you don't fuck with a wolf's territory, especially when they can turn into a 9-foot tall whirlwind of death. Respect the territory of another. That goes for possessions, it goes for family, it goes for areas of operation, but it certainly also stems to their living situation. Do you understand me, Callum?
Yes.
Okay. I get that the world is new and exciting, and you have that desire to know things. But in a world where literally you can be held not accountable for killing someone because we all have that fire running through our blood that Luna gave us. Sometimes we can't be held responsible for our actions. And if you go into someone who's of a higher rank than you, and violate their territory, and they lose their shit, and at the very least put you in Sept ICU, you know whose fault it is?
Mine.
Yeah, it's yours, Cup.
So, what I think it's best that we do, because you've been in her room. I don't know if she's been back to her house yet, but she is going to smell your scent all over her shit. So, I think it might be best for you to bite the bullet and go and apologize for being an ignorant little fuck. get down on your hands and knees and ask forgiveness. Because if she finds out that you were in there and we don't tell her, then, well, there'll be less of you than if we're honest.
Okay.
Which means we also need to stop by and say hi to my sister Sky, too, don't we, Callum?
Why?
I'd just like to say that if I ever caught you either peeping or inside my room, I'd just straight up lay you out. There'd be no talking, there'd be no. I'd just lay you out.
You know, Joshua, I've only met her, but already I like her.
I like her too.
Saoirse looks at looks at Colleen. What did he do? Why does he have to talk to Sky?
He's been in her room, too.
Oh,
for
Christ.
fuck's
The
sake.
he.
You went into a Fiona Arun's room? Are you
I-
fucking kidding me?
I would like to point out that the only time I walked in there was after finding a camera in Colleen's room that Sky had put out, and we had been debating on putting the camera in Sky's room.
Very calmly, Joshua walks forward. Hi, Callum. How's it going? He grabs you by the hair and he starts to lead you in a direction.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
boy.
Before Colleen follows at a distance, she's going to look at Tiffany and offer her a concert ticket. Want to go see Leon's concert with me?
Petra's going to kind of put her hand kind of firmly on Colleen's shoulder. You were the Philodox in charge of him. You have as much to answer for as he does.
Going
You
to.
go follow him.
I'm about to. Hands the ticket to Symphony. Welcome to the tribe.
It's funny.
I like to see that there's like a little Batman, some like.
Yeah.
Sort of nod, and chuckle and shake her head.
She'll be like, you coming, Fries, so you can bear witness?
Where Fries will ask Colleen, what about rummaging through what Zara's already given to trash heap? Does that count as her stuff? It's
Maybe.
in trash heap.
She's like,
I think if it's in the trash, it's okay. But why are you going through? Oh, wait a minute. She kind of sniffs. You're Bonar, aren't you? Or came from them.
Came from Mama Rat. And
I'm never making you bacon again, she yells as she walks.
well, yeah, it was a maple bacon wrapper. Like, don't know why maple bacon wrapper is different than eating the maple bacon. It eats.
So,
Tastes the same.
since Saoirse is packmates with Saoirse has already alerted Sky of the situation.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
They don't get very far before they see Sky and her mother walking up.
You remember how he kind of looks down, he kind of up goes the head of Callum and he says, do you remember how I said something about groveling?
Yes.
At which point he plants his boot in his backside and kicks him onto the ground. That would be a good time to start.
So
Remember, kid, throat up, belly out.
I would like to say, out of character, I love Vinny's Black Fury.
There you go. I have picture in picture here of Sky and Zara.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So Callum kind of starts kind of crawling towards Zara, having already been throated by her once.
It's an interesting thing. He starts to crawl, at which point you feel a boot in your shoulders as you are forced down until your face presses into the ground.
And he begins kind of reciting the best apology that he can as he kind of fills in Zara kind of what he did.
So Zara's look on her face is exactly what's on her overlay.
So, Sim, why don't you sit over here so we're not in the splash zone?
Saoirse joins them,
Lindsay,
produces
so-
popcorn out of nowhere.
I got you. Do I bow to this person? Like, what's the etiquette for
Oh,
them?
for just show your throat.
Okay.
Which she will just tap it and nod to him. Hello, Joshua.
Zararaya, a pleasure to see you again. You'll take a step back.
So, Callum.
Hearing that, Sim will just immediately go to her knee and bare her throat for Zara and introduce herself.
Okay, you don't have to go through.
Well, she's gonna.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, out of character, you don't have to go through the whole
Entire
introduction again, but if you want to, go right ahead.
My name is Symphony Moreau, Throwback. I'm a Hamid, a rune Plaith of the Nation, a Glasswalker, though Fianna in blood. And she just sort of bares her throat and she's looking at the ground. It's very, very, very traditional. Like, she goes through the whole thing.
She smiles and she will tap her throat and kind of lift on her chin with two fingers, just so very gently, as if to say she can get up. And she will
Sim will
say,
get up.
since we have not met, and for those of you I haven't met, I am Zara Murray, DiD Razor Tongue. I am the beta of this sept, an elder glasswalker born on 2 legs under the new moon.
I will point out for Callum, the boot has not left your back. It's still there.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Rhea.
And Zara will kind of push Sky just gently, and Sky looks at her like, "What?" And she's like, "Introduce yourself. We have new people." Oh, right. She'll say, "I am Sky Murray. I am Fostern of the nation, born on 2 legs under the full moon, member of the Fianna. Oh, I was born Glasswalker. I am packmate."
Sim just sort of smirks. I've heard of you, by the way. I was born Fianna, and now I'm Glasswalker.
Oh, and we're both full moons, aren't we?
Aye, that we are.
We'll talk later. Right now, my mom has business to handle.
She nods, just she knows. She sort of goes back behind Saoirse, next to Saoirse, but she's got a little smirk on her face, getting ready to see someone laid out like they need it.
And Zara will look to Sky as if to say she can go first with Callum. And Callum will fuck me. Sky will lean down to Callum. You went in my room?
Only after we found the camera. Your sister was part of it.
Of course she was.
To mention it was only after, I found the camera in her room and then we were contemplating putting it in your room as a joke, but we nixed that idea.
Well, I know it was wrong for me to spy on my sister, but it was also funny. It was just prank. Both of us do that to each other. We're sisters.
Mumble.
Wouldn't this be the sort of same concept then? Just turning the prank around?
But you're a stranger and you were in my house.
I was invited by Colleen and it was her idea.
Semantics. You're a cub. And she looks to Colleen, you're a Phyllodox.
Wasn't my idea.
Psh, you're a Phyllodox and higher rank. And Zara touches Sky's shoulder and like kind of makes the puts a finger to her lips as if she's done talking now. And Sky will nod and go join Petra and Saoirse in Symphony. Zara.
Sorry to disappoint y'all, but I only got the one apple.
Zara will look at Kellum. Explain yourself.
I think there was a misunderstanding. It was assumed I had been in your room multiple times, but I would like to point out that it was only once when your husband was there and you knew of us being there. And I just kind of looked around while we were waiting for him to give us clothes.
Okay, yes, I knew about that time.
The way it was spoken, it sounded as if we had gone in there multiple times.
That's because that's what Colleen said, you daft. You won't swear in front of the beta.
Honestly, see, that's literally what Colleen was thinking with how past scenes have been described. As Fries and him have just been all over exploring her house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Okay. Let me just make one thing clear. If you're in my house, you respect my house. It is my house, not yours. I don't care if it's true or not, whether or not you've been in my room since then. Just, I need to make it very clear that when you are in someone else's house, in anyone else's territory, you respect it. If you don't, consequences could be very dire.
yes,
We ragabashes, we like to question, we like to prank, we like to make people want to tear their hair out, and that's completely fine as long as it's done within the bounds of the litany. If it is not done within the bounds of the litany, then it's just being an irresponsible Garu, and you will be dealt with accordingly. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
If I have to come here and discipline you again, there will be dire consequences. I will present you to the truth catcher, and you do not want that.
Yes, ma'am.
She nods to Joshua as if for him to remove his boot.
Boot is removed.
Now, have a good time. Enjoy being a cub. Just stop making everybody absolutely crazy. There's a balance, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. I'm gonna go now. Unless anybody else has any need of me, I am here for questions or whatever.
Guys will
It was
like
it was a pleasure to meet you.
You
Also-
as well.
Because Petra hasn't been hit by anybody recently, she'll just kind of say, God, this is gonna hurt so bad.
Oh my god.
So, is Razor Tongue a deed name given to you by a second-hand account from a kinfolk?
Colleen has immediately put her fingers in her ears and started going la la la.
So she just walks over and grabs Petra by the throat.
I see nothing. I hear nothing. There are no witnesses here.
And raises her up off of the ground with strength that you wouldn't expect from her. Oh my god. She has a lot of strength.
Stronger than I thought you'd be. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Probably just
Yeah,
as bad as a beating.
that really happens. So she squeezes just a little bit and she'll look up at her. She'll say, "You are a Cleoth, right?" And from what I understand, you are also a new moon.
That is the distinction I was given.
And so, what makes you think that you can get away with making a statement like that to a fellow Ragabashan elder, no less?
I didn't say anything about getting away with it. Just trying to keep the faith is all.
So
I live with an Arun. I know what I'm getting myself into.
she drops her. So you wanted me to do that?
Well, you know, just in case anybody was doubting what might have happened to the cub.
You've got some weird kinks, I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
No idea.
Joshua puts a hand on Petra's shoulder and he says, "Oh, this is just too perfect. Until next week, I'm gonna have to give you a new one. How about harder, mistress?"
Colleen,
She's gonna get up. She's gonna kind of gesture for Joshua to come down.
Saoirse is cracking the fuck up.
I just want to point out that Callum is like, Callum's kind of looking towards Petra, smiling, like shaking his head up and down, knowing what that feels like, knowing what Petra is kind of feeling going through.
She's gonna whisper into Joshua's ear, and I'll send it to you.
Well, why you got
wait a minute.
I need to know. I need to know that as well because we've got an NPC here with a cute hearing. So
that is indeed the.
There you go. It's in the private Google chat.
Yeah, Colleen is like whining loudly.
As she pulls away, she just gives him a look like, "I double dog dare you."
Callum also has a cute hearing. Just saying.
roll it. Roll perception alertness diff 4.
Why is everyone here perverts? Why?
You'd almost swear that this was a tabletop game. Oh wait.
Bryce just keeps his hand up, just like he's got a question, but he's waiting. He's waiting his turn.
You know,
you said 4, Lindsay?
Diff 4.
Yeah, diff 4.
But yes, you know what, Lindsay, you got the private message as well?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I'll send it to her. Hang on.
That is going to be the new DiD. That is going to be the new DiD name I give Petra. That is all.
Oh my fucking god. Saoirse just cracks the fuck up. Like she is laughing her ass off. How many successes did you get, Callum?
0, according to
Then
this.
you don't hear anything. But Saoirse is cracking the fuck up. And Zara just raises an eyebrow.
Rubbing her neck and looking up at between Zara and Joshua. You know, some people need a gift to make others do that. I just do it by being me.
Zara shakes her head, and she sees Fries with his hand up. You. Yes.
All right. If stuff goes into the box for Fout,
What?
Is he breaking up for everyone else?
Yeah, he's totally breaking up.
Yeah, he roboted for me also.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yes, best DiD name ever.
Well, while we wait on him, Colleen is like fake crying almost on Sky, and she's like, "Is it done? Are they done?"
He's like, he's coming here to say it on my mic. I'm not even hearing y'all.
Sky puts her arm around her sister.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not even hearing y'all at all. But it went. Zaraya, after stuff gets put in the box for trash heap, am I allowed to take stuff out like the maple bacon wrapper?
Why are you digging through my trash? Oh wait, you're Bonar, aren't you?
Yeah, and
Okay.
Colleen had just cooked bacon and there was a wrapper there on top.
Why did you want the bacon wrapper?
I mean, it held the bacon, which means that it's part of the food, right?
But you don't eat it. You don't eat the wrapper.
We tried to explain that to him. He didn't quite grasp that concept.
You can just chew it and eat it.
What kind of cubs do we have right now? Like, she just shakes her head like I can't even with these. Like,
We're working on the running principle that they all share one brain cell, but it's slightly on the blink.
apparently. She'll look to Kellum and she'll say, Do you know what tribe you're from?
I don't even know my parents. Like, I know nothing.
Okay. I'll have to talk about getting a rite of heritage done for you. If you want to know, if you don't want to know, then I guess we don't have to do one.
I mean, it would be interesting to know. Yeah, so out of character, apparently my Wi-Fi dropped for him, so he's getting back in.
Okay.
But
fine.
I guess it would be a good thing to know. So I'd be up for it.
Okay. I will speak with the den mother. She can do it for you. And
Okay.
she'll turn back to Fries. While I understand that the tribe you are from likes to dwell in unsavory places and get more acquainted with the city than we ever would even think about, you don't need to rifle through my trash. If you want something, you can just ask me. You don't eat the wrapper of the bacon. You don't eat wrappers. Don't eat plastic. Don't eat paper. That's not good for you.
Yes, right.
But to answer your question more straightforwardly, if it's in my trash, it's not against any sort of laws, at least for the litany, to take it. It is no longer mine, so if you wish to take it, you may.
So if I find pizza bones, I can take the pizza bones and give them to like a spirit that wants it.
Sure. If that's what you want to do. Sure.
I sense that that's also a phrase speak for, oh great and noble Joshua, can you get me fucking pizza?
Saoirse will pipe up. You know what? Something tells me that he actually enjoys just getting things from the trash. I don't think it's. I think it's just a weird bonar thing.
Callum kind of chimes in. He will eat anything from what he calls the big green boxes.
Especially the eclairs.
Yes. We've been working on the smell and eating good food, but he still doesn't understand.
But anyway, to be somewhat semi-official, Zara Raya, we thank you for your time and for enlightening certain people who some of them should know better and some of them have learned a valuable lesson.
Especially since that someone who should know better is my daughter.
Colleen has not looked away from her sister's shoulder. She is not looking back
Hey.
at you guys.
I will see you
said
later
Raya,
at
not me.
home.
Yes, mother, I will see you at home.
She narrows her eyes even more, just staring daggers right at Colleen.
She starts to shake a little and then turns around and bares her throat to Zara.
She smirks and taps it, and then wraps her arm around both of her daughters, and then she takes her leave. I will see everybody.
Since I don't do a lot of work, tapping it, is it literally just like with your finger, just tap?
Just like two finger tap. Just tap, like just to acknowledge that submission has been offered and you are now free to be at ease. It's just very. It's a lot like if a wolf, if you were in lupus form, a wolf would nip at the neck. In Hamid form, it's just a 2-finger tap.
Nice, cool.
I mean, that's fair. Colleen is never at ease. So yeah, Zara will leave. Sky will stay though.
Sister?
Let me put her picture up. So Sky takes a deep breath once Zara is gone, and she's like, "Oh, I hate when Mom gets like that."
Callum like fiercely shakes his head in agreement.
I know she had a reason to be, but God, she can be such a bitch.
I think she did just fine.
Yeah, you're just saying that because you know you're gonna get it later.
Oh, I mean, what's the worst she can do at home, right? Dad'll be there. Fiona can be scary even if they're not.
Oh my God, Colleen, you act like she fucking beats you. Shut up.
Wait. You're wondering what's the worst that will happen with the beta of a step.
Well, since technically, it's Garu to Garu, the worst that could happen is she could die. But Mom wouldn't do that. Mom's not gonna kill her.
I mean, it's not like death is that bad, Sky.
I mean, if it helps, I lived with the Sept Alpha up until I was like 18.
Oh. Well, that had to be a weird experience.
It was Like contemplates his next words.
It's like you can hear Kieran in your head. Choose your words carefully, lad.
Like, I'm gonna remember this, and I will repeat it.
His exact phrase was he contemplates. Ah, yes, musically and culturally enlightening.
Well, he is the leader of the Songkeepers, so I'd hope so. Anyway. No, what's the worst is going to happen is that Mom's going to take away probably her computer or something for a few days, and Colleen's going to whine about it and act like it's
I don't have friends outside of my computer. She can't do that.
You can go outside.
Colleen, you still have your cell phone, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. She says it as she tucks her shirt more.
Hey,
she likes to put it in her bra.
If Zara takes your computer, can I play with Echo while it's away?
Fries, you're the only one I trust to play with Echo. So she looks at Callum while she says this.
Sky raises her eyebrow. Who is Echo?
It's apparently what the computer's name is in the Umbra.
Glasswalker Therges are... Wait, you're not even a Glasswalker. You should be. She shakes her head.
Petra kind of leans over towards Sim and says something loud enough for Colleen to hear. You know, I hear if you have the name of something, that Rite of the Questing Stone works even better.
She kind of just smiles in Petra's direction. I mean, come on, Mom knows I get antsy without that contact. I need it. I mean, I'm not good with people. You know that.
Just wait and see what she has to say. She might not even take anything away. We don't know.
I don't know. The last time she got mad, she made me go all day outside.
I mean, Colleen does like to take things. I'm still having no internet.
She whispers to Sky what Callum's nickname for her is.
Out of character, what was it?
Pancakes.
Fucking, oh my god. Pancakes.
So just so you know,
So Sky looks over to Caleb. Would you care to explain?
Can we not? Can we just not? Can we live in blissful ignorance? I'd like to live in blissful ignorance.
Okay, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe I would be better off not knowing.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. If it helps, if our clan, or if it helps, if our tribe was not notorious for its alcoholism, I'm damn well sure that these cubs would drive me to it.
Yeah, as if on cue, Saoirse pulls out her flask.
Oh, I'm going to go over there then.
Out of character, Callum's had like 4 or 5 people driven to drink.
Yeah, I mean that, and I also was trying to think of a way to distract him from things he was saying about Leon.
There's a rather interesting moment as Joshua opens his hip flask. The two look at each other and exchange hip flasks.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, they do. There is some pretty stout Irish whiskey in hers.
Oh, his is at this moment pure vodka. Just pure
hell
vodka. He eats it.
hell
It takes
yes.
the edge.
Hell yes.
Well, Fries kind of follows over and it's like, ooh, is it spicy water?
Oh God, no! Don't give him any.
Please don't
Wait.
give Fries any.
Wait, hang on. Are you telling me that you got are you telling me you got the cub bone or shit faced?
Wait, is that why he calls alcohol a spicy water?
Leon some. Blame the Shadow Lord. Talk to the Shadow Lord about it. He gave him some.
So it happened in a social where Callum and Colleen were fighting. Leon pulls out the flask and he kind of passes it around.
That's funny.
You know what? Because I don't value life, he takes his own hip flask and he throws it towards Fries. Either this is going to end in one of 3 ways. He's either going to die, or one of 2 ways. He's either going to die, or we're going to be horribly amused.
I mean, I'm willing to see the result of either one. So, have at it.
So yeah, Fries. Joshua's hip flask comes to a stop right next to your foot.
Yeah, and he'll check it. Is it the clear spicy water, or is it the brown spicy water?
It is the clear spicy water.
Well, while
Spicy
he
water
drinks,
tastes like water. Looks like water. Must be water, except for it's got a throat burn.
yeah, this is gonna end well, people.
Yeah.
So
I was just standing there blinking, watching this all go down.
So, Colleen,
question is your vodka spiritually awakened?
Oh God.
I would say no.
However, he would not be a Fianna if he didn't also have Fianna whiskey on him, which probably comes from a spiritually awakened still. Eh?
Yeah, that's what Saoirse's is.
But no, that is just plain straight up. You can spiritually awaken the vodka if you like.
Well, no, like
he doesn't have rite of spirit awakening.
Yeah, well, no. The reason that I'm asking is, hey, what's the effect of drinking alcohol outside of breed form?
I mean, it's a stamina roll.
The books
you're only
for outside of breed form. You basically burn off the alcohol unless, of course, it's spiritually awakened, because that's the only way it can get through your regeneration.
Okay.
So, like, he'll drink the spicy water and doesn't even seem to get tipsy at all.
Yeah, so that is an indicator that Hamid is not his breed form.
Neat trick.
So, sis, I was wondering if when I go to the concert, can I borrow something of yours for it?
Hang on. Okay. What would you like to borrow?
You know that really bright red lipstick you call the fuck me stick?
Why do you want to put on that?
I think it's a pretty shade and I would like to wear it, please.
Are you trying to get fucked?
No, I just think it's a pretty.
Callum,
She has picked up a rock and thrown it at Callum.
I think it's great if that's what you're trying to go for. Sure, you can borrow it.
No,
There's
no,
a member of the band.
Oh, she has a crush.
More than a crush, less than an obsession, I would say.
Callum, what's this person's name?
She didn't tell me, but it is a member of Leon's band. He plays background.
Callum, I swear to God, I am going to remove all your accounts and delete them.
Callum looks
Callum,
at her.
come over here and sit over. Callum, come here. I like you. Come here, Callum. Come here.
Callum looks at Colleen and says one word: internet. And walks to Petra.
Well, if you hadn't hit on our favorite Shadow Lord trying to get him to join our pack, and you scared him off, I wouldn't have banned you from the internet.
I didn't
Wait,
scare
hang on,
off
hang on.
Muscle God Leon.
Neither of them have undergone the rite of passage. And you're already talking about,
I was trying to get a pack with Leon.
valid. To be fair,
Callum, what more do you know about this this crush of Colleen's?
indeed, tell us more.
Colleen has now sunk into the bushes and is hiding from everyone.
So, would Callum be able to recall the actual name due to eidetic memory? I just can't happen to recall it.
The guy's name?
Yes, because Colleen, I do believe Colleen actually said his name in the last scene that we were in.
I believe I did.
Then Callum would know it.
Yeah,
Yes.
like Colleen is given up at this point. She's in the bushes beside Symphony, just hiding in shame.
So, you can type it in the chat, Colleen, but what was his name?
So when she's given the name, she's going to sort of run her finger over the stone that sits in the middle of her forehead and hold up her arm as her bird flies over and lands on it. She's just going to whisper something into its ear and then tell her to go off and find her kinfolk.
So Callum quickly turns to Petra and kind of does a quick snap. Oh yeah, it's Razvan.
From the bushes of her hiding space, it's not like it matters. He probably is too busy. I just wanted to be pretty like my sister for a day, but no.
You know,
When did you give this girl such
got out a little bit more, Colleen?
I was going to say, when did you give your sister such an inferiority complex, for fuck's sake?
I didn't do it.
Sim just sort of nods at Joshua. Yeah, that's what I was fucking thinking.
I didn't give it one.
So, wait, hang on. Symphony or Sin? Whichever you prefer.
I prefer
Sim.
Sim. Or throwback, either.
So,
Symphony makes my head like your mum.
I mean, you see him kind of contemplate that. He says, the amount of times I've said to people, I'm your mum, but that's neither here nor there. Continuing. So, I was just thinking to myself, the fact of the matter is that you're new, and after all, he wraps his arm around his shoulder. You are, after all, my long-lost cousin, so the least I can do is take you out in the town properly and get you absolutely widociously shit-faced in the true Fiona fashion.
You know what?
Sushi cracks up.
Good luck.
Oh, do I hear a drinking contest? Is that what my ears do hear?
What I'm saying is, if you want me shite face, then you've got to work pretty hard.
I swear to God, if I can get half of you two shit-faced on a backstage, if I can get half of you two shit-faced backstage, I can get you fucking shit-faced. Anything can fucking happen. Go on, let's try this. You and I, getting the tape, gonna happen. Fuck yeah.
Talk you're talking there. I wonder if you can back it up.
Oh. I like her immediately.
Has peeked out and said, "I have 50 betted that Joshua can get you shit-faced."
Thank you. Taking all the best
Saoirse and Sky are just kind of like huddled up together watching this, like, uh-oh.
All I'm saying is bring it.
When you get settled in, wait, are you going to be staying here, or are you kipping in with your sister, or like, what's the general plan?
I'm thinking about setting up my own apartment. I've got a lot of stuff. I like my pinball machines and things, so I was thinking about getting my own place. But right now, pinball machines. I cannot live without pinball machines.
That's fucking sweet.
Callum kind of like raises your hand. I know where you can find some pretty good apartments for really good.
To be fair,
Well, right now I'm sort of living with Saoirse.
I staying with mom and dad.
Oh fuck no! I tell you what, as I said, I happen to like retro games and shit like that. So I do this.
You have her immediate attention.
Yeah, I collect retro games from the 80s.
And this is why he's
you collect retro games. No. I collect retro games.
I think the correct statement here is we collect retro games. There you go.
I will accept that. We collect. I need to see your collection. What do you have? I need to know what you have to compare it to what I have to make sure we either have the same thing or maybe we can swap. Like, she starts getting really excited.
Oh, well, there goes. I done lost her.
Sky will notice her sister has come out of hiding and is like staring at them admiringly.
Saoirse takes a drink from her flask and looks over to Petra.
I never thought I'd see the scene from Step Brothers where they become friends live and in person, but here I find myself.
Oh, they just became best friends, didn't they?
The only thing I'm going to say is I'm Will Ferrell in this fucking situation. That is all.
Wait. I need to know an original Game Boy, because I've got an original Game Boy. And she, opens up this backpack she carries on her. And the backpack, by the way, is a Space Invaders backpack. Oh. She opens it up and takes out an original Game Boy.
Colleen is looking.
It's in amazing condition, by the way.
Sky pushes Colleen towards them, look, it's your family. Go.
Callum actually.
Please don't scare these ones off too. And it goes over there to join the gaming conversation.
I'm not going. Sky says, "I'm not going to."
Callum himself is joining.
And they look like they're bringing out friends. And so Fry's definitely wants in on that.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Petra, if we're going to go out, get shit-faced, and hit some of the nerd bars in the city, you up for coming?
No.
Oh, I'm so down for that. We're hitting nerd bars. Oh, I'm there.
Unfortunately, I'm going through exercises tonight and trying to get myself in good with the Amazons of Diana, so I'll probably be heading home. Lita's got to sort of whip me into shape, I suppose.
I mean, that sounds like a whole bunch of blah, 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 blah. I should come and have fun adventures, blah, blah, blah.
Listen, I am fairly dedicated to what I'm trying to do here, but I appreciate the offer, and on any other night, I would certainly take you up on it.
Fine, we'll go out tomorrow night then.
Works for me.
There we go. Plans, we have them. Mostly because I've got he looks down. Does basic? Oh no, because it's the Umbra. I need to get a watch that works in the Umbra. Gold. But he'll say, ultimately, yeah, fuck it. We're gonna go get absolutely plastered up and down. Nothing could go possibly wrong. You know that, for the record, and this is quite funny. You know that there's a Space Invaders bar in Dublin, right? Because there is one in real life.
I know that. Are you kidding me? You think I've not been there?
Well, that's where we're going to. That's where we're going tomorrow night.
Oh, let's
Plans.
go. Why not now? Like, let's just go.
What's
Hey,
Space
don't hold
Invaders?
yourself back onto on my account. You two go tonight. I'll join you all tomorrow.
Plans. We have them.
It was a. I mean, I'd like if anyone can join. She starts getting more shy again, as it turns to like more of a social thing. Like, well, anyone can join. I mean, I'd be happy to have all of you there. Anyone there? It's fine.
All right, then. All right, hang on. One sec. Fries, come here. Come here, Fries.
Yeah, first of all, come over. Like, really excited. Just, what?
Is he in Holland or is he in Lupus?
Pretty much when he gets excited, it's like almost like instantaneously shift lupus and like really excited. And as soon as he calms down, he kind of notices that everyone's in Hamid and just like instantly shifts back up the hop. So kind of one, then the other, and then back.
Right. You wanna? Question. He is wearing clothing, right?
Yes, he does have dedicated clothing at least.
Did Joshua
Thank the
buy
Din
him
Mother.
clothing? Because I seem to remember I bought him clothes. Did I buy you your dedicated clothing?
I think the dedicated clothing for Fries came from the Din Mother.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
All right. First step, we're going to actually make you look like a person and not like what I'll describe as a Walmart model. What do you call the fucking things that wear clothes at Walmart? So the people, Walmart mannequin. That's the word, mannequin. There you go.
I think he looks all
No.
right for a normal boy.
Is Walmart fancy enough for mannequins? I thought that was Target.
All right, fucking Target. There you go. Target mannequin.
David's just like chuckling and shaking her head.
So yeah, we're gonna. How about this? I'm gonna take Fries for a night on the tin, and we're gonna see what happens.
Sam, at some point I gotta hook up with you and talk about your hair.
So what's Space Invaders?
She blinks. All right. What
'Cause
about
I
her
want to
hair?
know if you're doing it on your own, you have to help me with that shit. Because Jesus Christ, girl.
While they talk, Colleen will explain it's a video game like the ones you've been playing at my house to Fries.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I guess the scene is probably pretty much wound down.
Yeah, Sim will give Petra the name of the shampoo she uses.
Gobbling that shit up
That's
like it's fucking
got
candy.
some volumeizer in there, I guess. She sort of shrugs, like she has no idea what any of this should be or whatever.
Well,
That's
either
not
way,
really my expertise.
I'm totally fucked if this is just like a whole natural thing you've got going on.
I will say hair like that does run in our family. I have mine kind of short right now, but it can look a lot like Sim's.
You
I
should
was
see
gonna
my
say,
mom's.
what was your excuse, right?
Huh?
She turns around with just like this very sneering smile, the kind of like, I can't help myself. And she literally says, I was about to say, what's your excuse? And kind of gestures at Sears's hair.
She narrows her eyes to her, knowing what she's doing. My excuse is that I'm a mom of a 3-year-old girl and I don't have time to take care of my hair, so I keep it short so it's manageable. Thank you.
Oh. I see.
Sim just sort of blinks. She seems like entirely out of her element, and now she's shy again.
Yeah, Callum kind of pipes in.
But
It might
I
be
wish
easy for you, Petra, to get your hair like that.
it would be nice. No, not nice. I would recommend that you come up with some better jokes. Insulting people's appearance, hair, whatever like that is just it's not a good look.
She points to herself. What in any of our experience that you've known me would signify a good look as a thing that I do?
Oh, so now you're going to do self-depreciation. She just shakes her head. Like I said, you can do better. I think it's time for me to go home. Sim, you can stay
Alright,
with them.
Well,
Are-
I
are
saw
you
we
sure?
have to go and get shit faced, so I'll make sure
Yeah.
that we pour her back in some kind of vague state tomorrow morning.
All right, as long as she's in one piece.
Sim just laughs. Alright, and it's interesting. Sim seems actually pretty like attached to Saoirse's side, so the idea of Saoirse leaving seems to make her slightly nervous. Alright, I guess I'll see you at home.
Quick out of character question, Lindsay.
Uh-huh.
How much of Saoirse's like background is common knowledge?
A fair bit of it. Um it is widely known that she went to New York for a while and came back. But the death of her wife isn't something she talks about a lot. So
probably the death of the wife thing is probably not that well known.
no.
Okay.
Do I know it?
Yes.
Well,
I was gonna say
can't
Finn
help.
knows it.
I can't help but play up the nature. So as Saoirse begins to walk by, Petra begins to hum to herself audibly the theme for New York, New York.
Oh no.
No, I think Lindsay knows why I just sighed.
Quickly out of character for once, it's not Callum.
So
Just-
she just turns and looks at Petra.
Petra's very interested in like currently peeling the skin off the other half of her apple.
Stop. Please. Stop humming that song.
I thought everybody liked Sinatra.
Dad, don't. Just stop. And she will turn around and walk away. Sim, when Saoirse's walking off, will notice that there are some tears in her eyes.
Sim's jaw just sort of sets, and then she glares daggers at Petra.
Colleen has literally put her DS away, shot a middle finger to Petra, and ran after her. Is like immediately grabbing and hugging her.
I'm all right, Colleen. Go have fun with them. I need to get home.
Okay, I'll bring your kid cookies later.
She'll appreciate that. And yeah, she very, very quickly will leave.
Sim walks up to Petra. This is out of character. This is great for my first social scene.
Bring it on.
in
I welcome
character.
it. Go for it. You have my 100%.
Like almost glaring, and she's like, "I'm not afraid to throw down. You better respect my family. I mean it. There are lines you do not cross.
Lines
So make
crossed.
sure."
Basically, Joshua walks up behind her before she can throw more, like, what I will refer to as a verbal smack. And he puts a hand on her shoulder, and he just pats her up and down. What is her general physical demeanor? Vinny.
Wait, who? Sim or Petra?
Petra.
Oh, Petra's very much just kind of got that typical nonchalant sort of ragabash look as she's like sitting there peeling the apple. Granted, she has no idea the landmine she just fucking stepped on.
Yeah, no, that's why he's actually appears really calm. And he says, I got the distinct impression that you don't know the significance of what you just did. Do you?
Probably not now.
Okay. You're going to turn around and you're going to walk away now. Because you've just fucked up. Now, you didn't mean to fuck up, and that actually means a lot. But you still did. So, when tempers have cooled in tomorrow, and once again, I think that you're a smart person, and I don't think that you want to ruffle too many feathers. You're going to give my cousin an apology. That's tomorrow. For now, turn around and walk away. Cool?
Sim takes a few steps back. Like she's done. That was what she needed to say, and she's just done.
Lindsay, how hard do I have to work against my nature here?
It would be a good idea for Petra to just stop. Yeah, I mean, you don't like your nature. It's not something that you adhere to blindly. You are able to resist it. You're able to use common sense to act in a way that you're supposed to. Your nature is just kind of an underlier to your personality. It's not something that is set in stone. You have to fucking adhere to it at all times.
So,
Fair enough.
kind of quick question. Would Calum's flaw of curiosity kind of make him want to understand what's going on, or like
Roll it. Because he would know that it's a very sensitive topic, so I would want you to make a roll to see if he can resist. Judging by it is your willpower at difficulty. How badly does he want to know about this situation?
Well, so the way I'm looking at it is he just saw another Ragabash just totally get in trouble for something, and for Callum, he's wanting to understand exactly what Petra did, because again, Callum himself has been getting into trouble, so he's like trying to figure out what not to do.
Right. Okay. Roll it at diff 6.
Okay, so you said his willpower?
Yeah.
Which is 6. So...
Yeah, we're using the changeling version of curiosity, not the werewolf version, because I hate the werewolf version.
Well, what's the werewolf version there?
You have to roll your wits. It's brutal.
Mean.
It is brutal. So
one success.
Okay, so you can resist it if you'd like. But if you don't want to, then you can just proceed as your character would.
Okay. I think the way Callum would, although after the tongue lashing that he just got, trying to sound utterly sincere, he would try to kind of not really pry, but simply ask, what exactly did Petra do wrong? Like, if I might ask. Because it's also in his nature as being a trickster where he kind of does like helping people.
Josh waits to see if Sim answers before he says anything. He's standing there with his arms crossed, and he's got a very stony, serious look on his face.
Sim looks to the cub and She says, without treading on my sister's privacy, you should just know that there's something very personal attached to why she came back from New York, and she does not talk about it because she does not want to talk about it, and it's fine, that's her right. But shoving it in her face like that when she's clearly bothered by whatever happened there, and I know what happened there, but I'm not saying for privacy's sake. You just don't do that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Callum
Like, she
actually shakes his
seems
head,
quite
like his
with Callum.
curiosity would be like kind of abated on that. I would say, especially with the success he got.
Do you get it? Just talking to Callum.
Yes. Sorry, did I not come through?
Sorry, no.
Yeah. So Callum will shake his head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's-
Callum's like shaking his head and understanding. Yeah, he understands. And that's kind of good enough for him.
She nods and just sort of gives him a pat on the head a little bit. Like, she's nervous about it, but she's like, pat.
He smiles. Come on, cousin, let's go.
She nods and sort of does the head thing to Colleen where she just looks up with her head real quick and she's like, are you coming with?
I mean, she'll like kind of blush. I guess. I mean, my sister's already left, so yeah.
Oh, come on, let's go play some games to get shite faced.
There's plenty of room in the car, Colleen. Come on.
I'll play games with you guys and watch you get shit faced.
Oh no, you won't.
Oh no,
And
you
she
won't.
sort of drags her with him.
She kind of looks at Josh. She goes, "You know, I don't drink, especially in public."
Well, let's put it like this. Tonight you're an honorary Fiona, so get with the trade. As literally, and the two of them between them literally bodily pick up Colleen, like just hoisting her up.
She looks ready to cry, and she goes, "You know why I don't drink?"
Callum kind of looks to Colleen and says, "You can do it."
She looks at Callum. "You're grounded!" She yells at him as she's carried off.
I'm
Fries is following because he was offered the night on the town too, right?
He stops and he's gonna fucking regret this till the day he dies, but he feels bad. Callum, you and Nefrius, whatever we refer to as shit heel of the nation, come on, I'm not gonna leave you behind.
Callum eagerly jumps up, excited with video games and drinking.
And Sim nods to Fries and she's like, you could come too, of course you can.
Mind you, if you come, he kneels down because if Fries is in Lupus, he'll go down to his level and say, "You're coming out with us around people, so you're gonna have to be on your best behavior, and there'll be no shifting. You're gonna have to be a person for the entire time in Holland, okay?"
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
And he'll like insta shift straight up to Hallman.
Sim looks between the two, clearly not like she has no idea about any tendencies, and so she's like, did I just fuck up? Like that's the look on her face.
Let's put it like this, cousin. If they don't learn, they're never gonna, and we might as well teach them tonight.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh god, this is gonna go badly. So badly.
That's just gonna go how it's gonna go. We're just gonna take care of it. If shite happens, and we'll take care of it.
Aye.
She looks at Callum.
Just sort of smile.
If I die, you can have my computer.
Callum, can
you're not going to die.
Now I'm gonna
wait.
Out of character. I just out of character. I just want to say Callum is saying this very jokingly. Please, Joshua, do not kill him. Colleen kind of looks at Colleen. So you're saying if you die, I get your computer. So that's a yes. I get it, right?
partial ownership.
Hang on. If you want your own computer, I'll tell you what. If you're good for a week, I'll get you your own computer. How does that sound?
Well, the Cam kind of looks at Josh. The problem is not getting my own computer. I get things I need very easily, but
No,
Colleen,
I'll get it for
Colleen-
you. I'll get it for you legally, and not only that,
Sim
if you're a
smirks.
good boy for a week, Colleen will let you use the computer if you're good. Hell,
Yeah,
if you're very good, I'll even ask one of the glasswalkers to make it so you can use the internet in here. I don't know how they do it, but by God, they do.
would Callum actually be able to figure that out on his own with his skills?
What Colleen's about to say may help him. She goes, Fries can do that too, right, Joshua? He did it for my cell
Okay.
phone.
Oh, fuck. Hang on. Phrase, you can make a cell phone work in here? Blink, blink. Blink, blink.
I mean, it's not necessarily making the cell phone work here. You just ask the spirit if he'll connect you. You just
Callum's
ask the spirit and you can do it.
Callum's gonna kind of think back to some of the interactions that he's had with Fries and seen what he's seen Fries has done, and you see that light bulb going off in his head.
Sim just smirks knowingly. She doesn't say anything. She's just there smirking, kind of smug.
Alright, I think that's probably a good place to leave it off, Lindsay.
Well, hold on.
What's up?
So as they all walk away, Petra's just been, sitting there, continuing to peel her apple. Once they're out of earshot, God, I thought they'd never leave. And she'll pick up her bag. Or no, she won't, because she's in the Umbra. She'll take a moment, pull
Wait.
out.
I've got a cute hearing. Can I roll to hear that or no? Like how long do you wait?
Once they're out of sight, so I'll let Lindsay be the arbiter of that one.
If
Callum
you're
be able to roll too.
No, if you're out of sight, you're out of earshot. You don't have heightened senses, so you can't.
That's why
I
asked
have
how
keen
long
sense
she waited.
hearing.
Yeah, I know you both do, but once you're out of sight, you're out of hearing range as well.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah, because you're out of line of sight, which is quite a ways away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Especially for
So
somebody named Kestrel.
acute hearing just means that you can pick up on things that people wouldn't normally be able to hear, like somebody whispering to somebody else or someone talking behind a door. But it doesn't mean that you can hear, from really far away unless you have heightened senses or whisper catching, which neither of you do. So,
No,
Okay.
that's why I was asking how long.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Petra will cross back over,
mhm.
and she will go towards the edge of the sept and wait for Lita to show up.
Yep. Lita shows up. She doesn't have to wait too long. Just shows up pretty promptly to pick her up. And she'll wrap an arm around her. How was your day?
Well, I did more of a me thing, so started off good, ended on a sour note, but that's just how I do.
Par for the course, it seems.
Well, I can't have people getting too attached to me.
Too late.
Anyway, I want to keep working on this whole Amazons thing.
Mm-hmm. She nods. Get in the car. Let's go home.
All right.
And with that, we will end this scene. Thank you, players, for playing. And thank you, watchers, for watching. We will see you next time. Goodbye.